just rearranging my windows. Hi there. Okay, I think I have everything working. I don't think I've ever done anything with that. Distractions. So. Alright, so, I'll go ahead and push continue. So before I actually get started, I guess I'll outline the plan that I have in mind. Just to try to have some structure to how I play through things. I mean, I could arbitrarily decide to do whatever, just whatever's available. But my thought is, where I have left my save right now is the Sunken Atrium, which is like the hard mode end of chapter prologue level. There's no reason why I have to finish this now. So my plan is to explore the rest of it. Like, I've seen all the rooms, but I haven't seriously tried a couple of them. So I'm going to try to clear them, and then if I get stuck, I have permission from myself to leave it for later. And when I decide that I'm through, either because I did finish or because I decided that I wanted to stop for now on the rooms that I couldn't figure out yet, then I'll move on to Chapter 1. Then I kind of want to do the same thing I did with the prologue, which is play through the chapter just regularly, poking at secrets if I notice them. And when the chapter's over, then go back and clean up secrets and maybe, well, I don't know whether or not there's a challenge level for every chapter, but if there is, I'll go looking for it, and at least try to know where it is, and if not, also attempt its contents. And at some point, I'll probably go back and retry the hard levels that I gave with rooms that I gave up on before. Does that make any sense? Probably. Okay, so what is this room? I left myself here because I probably thought I can maybe handle this, but also didn't want to deal with it at the time. Okay, so the goal of this room is basically, as far as I can tell, it's just make your own roach maze. You need it to be possible for the roach to go here, then there, and then you have a way to go kill it. So, I mean, maybe there's some tricks, but this seems like it shouldn't be that hard since I have... There's no timer, there's no major restrictions. I have control over the shape, and I have control over, like, actually running around the outer edges of the room to pull the roach along. Pull the roach along. Maybe the fact that there's an open circle around each of these buttons is going to make this trickier, but I don't know. I'll probably discover something about this when I try, but it doesn't seem like this should be that hard. Yeah, okay, the open space must be what makes this tricky. So I'll try to be more careful about that. I don't think it matters if I do this, give myself some space to actually work with. So ideally, I would want to ensure that the roach is following a diagonal line toward this button. And then... I guess it'd be nice if I could stow the roach east, and then kind of run around so that he'll be going straight north when he's following me. Yeah, and then he'll go back down into this pit. And again, I can easily stow him to the east while I run south, stow him south while I run west, and then he'll go hit this. Yeah, I need to go this way to do that. Okay. And I even accidentally made that so that he'll stick there for a second. That doesn't actually help matters, but it doesn't hurt. And I also got the order wrong, but that also doesn't matter for my plan. If anything, it makes this step easier than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, okay. So, this is all make your own roach maze. I mean, I think make your own roach maze is a fun concept. You could add lots of gotchas to make it harder, but I kind of respect that it didn't. Okay, and what is this room? We need to open this door and not close it again before killing that queen, I guess. So that means that somebody needs to step here and be not stepping there until I get through. At a first glance, it doesn't look like it should be... Well, I guess it depends on what's in this lane. Wait, is my cursor visible, the sword thing I'm waving around? I hope so. Anyway, if there's a roach in this area, then it would be trivially easy to keep it here, because I just need to not go past this area horizontally, which I wouldn't do anyway if I was going to kill the queen. If there's a queen in here, then it's trickier, but it could be made to spawn, maybe? Anyway, all the rest of this mess. We have a trap here for the queen to not go in. We have some trap doors. I have another trap over here. Well, okay. To begin with, someone has to press this button, and that someone probably can't be Vithro? I don't know. Let me just... I'm not gonna get much of anywhere just staring at a room, honestly. Before I actually give it a try, I really don't know what's going on most of the time. I mean, I guess I could just go in there myself. There's no reason why I can't, except for the trapdoors, meaning that I can only go in here once. Okay, so I do think the queen has to do the work for me. I can't go in there, because if I dark the trapdoors, then nothing can open the door in the north anymore. So I should probably try to time this. Is that gonna work out? Maybe? No. Let's make one. My idea being to pull a roach north. I'm not sure what to do about this situation. I guess it would actually be better if I don't pull a roach north yet. Not that far. If I do this just right... Oh, I was hoping the roach would slide across the queen there, but not exactly. And then the queen is going to get in the trap. So I actually want to do this earlier. I kind of need the queen to be stuck there, because otherwise she'll go in the trap. But that doesn't answer the question of who can go open the door for me. Yeah, I don't know. I probably didn't have to reset that far back, but I'm not sure I understand how this is intended to work. The only tool I really have is this queen. The queen cannot go past the trap arrows, of course. It can spawn some roaches, and then it will get stuck there. I don't have access to a way to go far enough east to prevent it from getting stuck, which means that it can't go all the way to the south where I thought I might need it to go. Okay, maybe I should stay here a minute. I want the queen to go south, but I actually would like her to spawn right there, so that the roach that's already in the right row would actually be walled in by. Yeah, I think that's all I have to do actually. Just put a wall there, and okay, that's it. That's the room, isn't it? Well, aside from cleanup, which, since Vithro can go in here a single time, is also easy. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I don't know. That confused me for a bit, but it was eventually manageable. I had to think about what it was possible to do, I guess. Okay. So... This just looks tricky a little bit. I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for. So, okay. We have to push this to let that roach out. And then we have to keep this door open with that roach out long enough for it to come down and die. One of the other two roaches has to still be alive when I come back to where the green door is, since this part is just a trap. So, alright, first guess. I can't hold the button myself because the roach will just go into the trap. So I will have to stay pretty much right here the entire time. Notably, this also opens that door over there, which closes this way. So second guess is that one or both of these roaches should somehow be I'm not sure about both, but if I try just one... No. So I was saying one or both of these roaches should somehow be on this tile, so that it's stuck by the door. But I'm not sure how to achieve that. I could probably do that if this configuration was rotated 90 degrees because of vertical preference. There's not very many obstacles to stick them on the way there, though. And the most convenient looking arrow is actually in the wrong place. I'd like it if this was a down arrow instead of an up, I think. Yeah, they'll pretty much never... The alternating arrows mean that they'll never go diagonally onto where I want them to go. Yeah, this arrow is really creating a problem. If that wasn't there, I could easily pull one over like this. There's not really anywhere I can go that would cause them to go to the right place. I don't know, it doesn't feel like I have enough tools to work with here. I need more obstacles to stick the roaches on, or at least somewhere that's farther west than this, or in this row but farther west to pull them toward, to ever stick one behind the door. I mean, unless the door is a red herring, which would be weird, but I don't think it is. I mean, there's no way that they'll actually stay on the door, I mean, on the button here. There's no way they'll stay on that for more than one turn. Like, this is the best I can do, and that's nowhere near good enough for actually getting the North Roach to go all the way across. I feel like this is expecting me to know some hyper-specific way that, like, two roaches can be manipulated to, like, dance with each other or something, and just stay vertically in place. But I don't know that trick, whatever it is. Or if I did, I've forgotten it. Like, I'm just missing... To me, I'm missing an additional obstacle I can use, or additional space I could use to pull the roaches around to where I really need them. Okay, well, that worked. I don't think this is good enough, though, is it? The roach is just gonna immediately run south. So yeah, I can get it on the button. I can get it in there, but that doesn't matter. I mean, the fact that there are two roaches to begin with can't just mean that I'm supposed to do that. Like, just use one of them to stick the other inside. I think there has to be more, but on the other hand, if I use one to get the other inside, there's no options for what to do with the other one besides kill it. I don't know. I have no idea how this door is supposed to be useful, actually. I'm only assuming it's useful because it's in the room. But actually testing it, it does not appear to be useful. Oh, wait a minute. Is that all I have to do? Okay. Yeah, I wasn't thinking very much about the opportunity the tunnel provided. But I do have to do one more thing to make this viewable. Now I have to get past him, but that shouldn't be that hard. Yeah, that's not that hard. Okay. My sword's facing the wall. Alright, so... that was significantly less hard than I thought it was. Although possibly I actually need to keep the other roach alive for this to work. Oh, maybe not. If I could do that with far enough west, maybe I can set up a range for a backswing. Whatever it was that Oh, there we go. That works. I was probably bound to stumble on something that would work there eventually. Alright, well, once again, I figure out by trying, not by thinking. I mean, it's not that I'm not thinking, it's just that my way of thinking is by running around and messing with things. Okay, what? I'm sure I looked at this before and I didn't... Okay, yeah. So we need to hold something on these buttons, on this button here, and make sure that this roach goes south, north, south, north, south, north, while whatever's on this stays on it. All by running around through these tunnels. And the only tool we have is these three roaches here. So, what use is it to open that door? This looks like the right arrangement, doesn't it? I mean, like, it has a very peculiar shape, that door. So it seems like that should be for a reason. So... something to having the roaches placed that way that's useful. Okay, there's only one other... not only, but there is one other plausible shape that this could be asking of me, which is to put all three of them in a stair-step position instead of one of them being hanging around one of them hanging around in the back row. Like that. So I wonder whether or not this is a move order problem, where I actually have to have them not only in the correct positions, but also align their move order perfectly, so that they dance in the right shape. I mean, I hope that's not it, but I know it's not impossible for some part of this level to ask me to know about move order. I don't know. Yeah, I can't tell. Beyond guessing just based on the peculiar shape of this door, I don't know what I'm being asked to do with these roaches exactly. Like, I can guess that maybe something beneficial is supposed to happen if I put them on the stairs, right? But I don't know what or how. Let's see, I can do that. Is that helpful? I guess they don't actually align themselves on the stairs right anyway, unless their move order is just right. These happen to be 2, 4, 3, with that one going first. I don't know that that matters. Yeah, I just simply don't know how this is supposed to work. Alright, I'm gonna leave this for later, I think. Because I really don't understand, like, how that's supposed to work. Right, and I know I've looked at this one fairly, like, not thoroughly, but I've looked at it enough to say I don't know what I'm supposed to do or what I was doing wrong there. Right. Have 10 or more roaches spawned alive and at the same time, and then clear the room. Right, I looked at this too, but not very close. Like, I didn't work through it at all. What impacts this door? Hang on, I'm clicking on it but not seeing anything. Oh, there it is. Okay. So... Horse Arrow setup says that I cannot enter the area full of trapdoors. Okay. So the queens will have to free themselves, I guess. So someone has to stand here. No, that's... wait. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, I push this. That lets this queen out. I guess the Force Arrow trap means that pushing this queen out southeast would get it trapped, so I don't want that. Which means that I first have to put this queen on that and that, which would let these two queens out. And then those two are supposed to somehow press this in a way that lets me get to the northeast and kill that one. Okay. I guess I'll just get started. So of course, in addition to being able to push these queens around, it's also possible to have them spawn things, if not necessary. I think what I have to do, if I ever want this one to go south, is it has to spawn a roach in front of itself. So, right there. Although, it's not the best of walls, all told. No, none of the configurations of, like, spawnable space are really built in a way that would let me go around the queen and chase it south. The alternative would be to have one of these roaches go do that job, which is possible. But then what do I do with this queen? I guess I could just do this and plan to eventually have all three queens go in there, or something go in there anyway. Okay, that queen is always going to go that way, no matter what. So I should probably imagine having it spawn something rather than having it go push a button itself. Like right there. If I have that queen spawn 2 roaches, then that'll do that. And I just need to deal with the 3rd queen somehow. Well, I mean, obviously I don't really want to. Oh, actually, if I do this right, I only need 1 roach for that. But I then also actually can't do it like that. So... should I think about maximal spawning from that queen? Try to make it give me 3 roaches. I can think of one way to make this queen give me 3 roaches. I'm not sure it's going to really work that way. But if the queen spawns there, then 1 roach falls down, and I can make it stay there and spawn again. But then it'll just run off into a trap no matter what I do. So I don't think that can be it. It doesn't seem like it matters where I have this queen spawn as long as it's not blocking its own path. These 2 can hold these buttons simultaneously like that, but it'll immediately go past it. There's no way to have enough time to go let the other queen out before the roach goes past. So... there has to be a way to use this one. Hello. Again, maximal spawns for this queen is going to be 2 roaches somewhere. But I kind of need it to spawn 3. Or I need to somehow pull one of them north and the other one south, which just doesn't seem realistic. What happens if I make it spawn there? Nothing good. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not even thinking about the challenge, I just don't know how this is supposed to work in the first place. So the first queen, no matter what, the best I can get out of it is that it spawns 2 roaches. And the 2 roaches could conceivably hold down one of these 2 buttons at a time. Maybe. I guess I can do this. That does hold those 2 down. Maybe this will do what I want. I'd prefer 2. So I need to wait less time. Right there. These 2 can hold those buttons just fine. And I can go kill that queen whenever I want now. What do I do with the southwest queen that started in the southwest? If I just push it southwest, then it'll get stuck. But there's no way that anything could be an obstacle to it either. So, I'm going to ignore those 2 for now. if I ran west as fast as I possibly can, there's still no way that that other queen could be an obstruction to this one coming out that way, which is the wrong way for that one to come out. Maybe I'm overthinking it, actually. Okay, put these two in position. Come around. Oh, yeah, okay, not like that. No. No. Okay. Okay, I think I have a firmer grasp on what the problem is now. So the problem is, I need 4 roaches, but I can only ever make 2, no. I need 5 roaches, but I can only ever make up to 4. Because I really need the south area to have 3 of them. Because otherwise, the only way I can actually let this queen out is if there's one right here. Because it has to be let out from the south and go north. If it does that, then it's going to travel along this diagonal, and I would want it to spawn right there and travel north. So 4 roaches is enough if I can get them to go to the right places. But there's no way to split these two. Like, there's no way to make a roach spawn from this queen and go there, is there? Maybe there is. Okay. I should have this queen just spawn 1 roach then. Do it. That's too far. Okay. So spawn here. And then hide the roach into position. Oops, don't break that yet. Okay. And now this queen can go where I need it to go. Oh, it just automatically does that? Why? Oh, vertical preference. Yeah. That's just vertical preference in play. Alright, so now what I need to do is make sure that this one is timed to spawn in a useful place, which would be there. Okay. So a little less right there, I think. That'll hold the button down, and I can kill this queen. Is that going to be a problem? Like that. I just want the conga line up a little farther so I don't have to worry about it. Okay, I think that solves it. That does not do the challenge. I have no idea how to do the challenge. The challenge is asking me to basically flood a room full of traps with roaches. I don't know how that's supposed to work. This is going to be my first challenge that I don't worry about, at least for now. I'm not someone who really craves to beat every challenge in the first place. I'm kind of happy if I've seen everything and basically beaten everything. Alright. So, okay. Leaving Sunken Atrium with 3 rooms. This one, I can't figure out what's supposed to be going on. This one I tried for quite a while last time and didn't quite get it. And this one looks kind of painful, so I'm just going to leave those for later. I'm going to go see what's in Chapter 2 and kind of return to the original difficulty curve. Maybe I'll learn something that'll help? I don't know. Cavernous Convergence. Right, so, back in the Prime timeline, where the trapdoor fell, Bethro wound up in this area. And I haven't even gone a single step out of the starting room. So let's go looking around. Looks like this leads to some stairs. Okay. And I have a suspicion I want to confirm. This leads to stairs. This leads to stairs. And this leads to stairs. Alright, so that means that while the first level set, the prologue, was in a linear order, it looks like we're starting to do things in a less linear order. We're saying, okay, go pick a level, beat all 4 of them, and then things will happen. So I'm going to start with this, which looks like it might be rock golem based. Upper Stoneworks. From the outside, it looked like nothing more than a wooden shed incongruously perched among the stones. But as Bithro stepped into the entrance, he saw a hallway that stretched out much further back than he expected. The walls were polished, the lights still gleaming in unbroken rows, mistakable signs of recent habitation. From somewhere ahead of him and below, Bithro heard the sounds of machinery, the thump-thump of hammers striking again and again with monotonous regularity, the creaking of gears and the rattling of chains. He stepped forward cautiously. If there were people down here, he would have to be careful until he knew whether or not they were hostile. Yeah, I get it. Keep it moving. Hey, who are you? I'm just a guy who's lost. Who are you? I'll have you know this is a very major operation. And I won't let you go messing around here. I'm sure you're very important and all, but can you just tell me where I am? This is strictly classified. I won't tell you anything. Now get out of here. Isn't that is strictly classified? I guess they both technically work. I guess he won't mind too much if I poke around in here, right? Couldn't hurt to get some answers. Yeah, that bothers me. So, can you tell me where I am? This is strictly classified. I would say that is what the right word would be, because it would be that which is where I am. Where I am is strictly classified. That would be a that. This refers to something that's right in front of you. I mean, he could be saying that this location that we're in is strictly classified, but it comes off as awkward to me. I don't know why I'm nitpicking one word so hard. Let's move on. Rawr! Golem smash! Yes, golems get smashed. I can't actually leave this room right now, so I'm going to leave and come back. Can I beat it now? No. Yeah, that makes sense. It just still feels awkward to me. Anyway, I'll have to come back from the north to be able to beat that room. Alright, so here's a roach maze, but with a golem. Just to get you used to, I assume, the way that it works. I think I want this guy to go south. Stop there. Come on up here. Do I want him to go that way? Yes, okay. On up over, and we can die. Hooray. 0th place. That's considered trivial? I mean, I would think of that as at least a puzzle. Oh well. So, our goal here, I need to open this and open that, and that guy needs to stay there while I open that. Oh, no, I just need to, okay. I'm not supposed to manipulate things at a distance here. I need to kill things into positions. That's a lot easier than doing things remotely. Well, I can't kill that guy if I do that. I think I need to... I might have messed up. Let's try this again. I think I need to do this. I don't think that's avoidable. Can I do anything else with you besides killing you here? I don't think there's a way to get you to the other button. So I think you need to go on this. Okay, is this a case where I need to manipulate them from outside first? It could be, because if I pull that guy into that position, it's going to make everything a little easier. Absolutely. That must be it. Right. These guys aren't even a threat. They don't even try to come out. They must be all on force arrows. Okay. Here's just kill a bunch of them rooms. Do I really need the tunnels here? I mean, maybe. I'm gonna try to not use them though. Oh, except I do need the tunnels to actually progress between the two parts of the room. Well, I'm gonna try to not use them, like, as a means of escape for each section, at least. No, this doesn't seem so hard to where I really need to worry about how badly I need the tunnels. Although refusing to use them before clearing this part of the room is going to make things a little harder for that part. But only very little. I've made much tougher. I mean, I'm not saying that I think this is supposed to be all that hard, but yeah, tunnels twice. That's what I'm doing, actually. It's just not scripted. Oops. Unless I make a mistake like that. But yeah. Having built Parity and Flow level 2 Rocky Gears, I'm very familiar with golems coming up the works, needing to step around them very carefully, etc., etc. I wouldn't say that I'm the expert on golems, but I think I'm better with them than some other things. I guess that makes sense. Alright, don't destroy broken walls. My goal here is to push all the buttons there. And is there a way to open that? Oh, okay. So this opens and closes, that opens. Alright, so I guess I'll attempt the challenge, why not? I was just trying to brag on my abilities with golems, so let's see if that holds up at all. It might be my former abilities for all I know. I didn't want you to do that. I need you to be there. Due east. Oh. Okay. So I know I've messed up there. I've actually filtered one of them. Yeah, okay. I need 2 of these to go west. I need all 3 of these to go west, actually. Yeah, this isn't so bad. I can handle this. Ta-da! I could have been extra stylish and had that other door for me, but that's not necessary. Another rock in the wall. I'll bet that the most efficient solution breaks the walls. Okay, now I'm curious. Does the most efficient solution bother with breaking any walls? It does not, actually. I guess that makes sense. To break the walls, you have to go all the way down in there and all the way back up again. So why would you do that if it's any faster at all not to? Right, I want to go back and clear the first room that well, not the entrance, but one east, yeah. Alright, what are we looking at here? We have a roach maze in there. Some sort. We could let golems into it. I think that might be the intent. I can make this roach stay on either corner, but not anywhere else. So if I let a golem in though, it'll stay on a corner. Maybe. I'm not gonna stay somewhere else. Or maybe play with the roach in a useful way. He'll push that button for me. Then we can push the corner again. And have 2 golems to help out. So I'd really like to press the most central button, if I can. guess I might be able to throw another golem inside from the south button. I think I can make this guy go inside. Maybe. Maybe not. Alright, I'm not going to worry about him. I have other resources here. In theory. I wonder if I've complicated this too much. So the real problem I'm running into is it feels like it should be easiest to get one. There we go. It feels like it should be easiest to make a golem go where I want if he goes there on his way in, rather than afterward. Yeah, this is gonna work. Okay. I probably made that harder than it needed to be, honestly. I don't even think I needed this guy at all. Don't let a rock golem step on the trapdoor. Really? That seems like a necessary step. That would require... Okay, let me get credit for beating the room, quote-unquote. Then I'll restore for a second just to think about this. Okay. So the only way to not let a rock golem step on the trapdoor is if the roach is supposed to push every button. I guess that's not impossible. We can make him push that one like that. That gets both of these. Now I'm not as sure what to do with the other button that's hard to reach. But I can put the roach back roughly where we started. It just looks like the roach is in the shadows. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I wouldn't know it was unintentional if you didn't tell me, so... It's just like, oh yeah, the roach is in a dark corner, because that's what cockroaches like, right? Turned out the central button wasn't that hard, but I really don't know how to make a roach by itself push that other button. Is it some trick where I actually let him outside and then bring him back inside? I'm gonna try it, see if that achieves anything. Yeah, I think that's what you have to do. Okay. That's actually really neat. You have to think outside the roach maze. At least if that is how it's supposed to work. Anyway. What's this say? Kill 2 golems before crossing the trapdoor. So basically, these golems exist as obstacles to let you survive the roach horde. And this is saying you don't get to it. I guess I'll try that. So... let's see. Can't I just do this? Yeah, that was not hard. To me, at least. Alright, finally I can clear the first room. This seems to be a favorite trick of some sort. I mean, maybe not favorite, but this is the second time that a level has done this. You enter, and like the first real puzzle that you see is something you can't clear until you come back around from it. Oh boy. This looks complicated. Is it as complicated as it looks? Okay. this seems to be just a horde room, right? This is a horde room where it's the harassment horde room, where you want to do something, but there's a horde of roaches that are annoying you while you're trying to do it. And in this case, the something that you want to do is to kill all the golems. I think that's what we're looking at here. Because it doesn't look like there's any special tricks or anything. It's just hit the orbs, let the golems out, kill the roaches, and the golems. I mean, you can use the golems to create obstacles to some extent, but this horde doesn't feel big enough to really worry about that much. This mostly seems to be a matter of not putting yourself in a bad position between the roaches and golems. Everybody's basically freed at this point. I guess I could also go kill the corresponding queen once I've gotten rid of the golems from the given area. But I don't have to, so I guess I'm being lazy about that. Well, I'm most of the way through, so I'll go on and do it now. Which one does this correspond to? Okay, that should be fine. Just gonna go clean this one up. This room would be really hard without undo, or at least fairly hard without undo, while only relying on the checkpoints. But it's not too tough as it is. I was expecting something trickier, I think. Not like in the sense that, oh, that was too easy, but in the sense of some part of me was like, oh, I bet there's some weird trick that's gonna get... There's like some exception or problem that I'm gonna have to solve that isn't obvious from the initial impression of the room or something. Anyway, we may not be to that part of the hole yet. Alright, I think this is the only direction I haven't done anything in yet. Although I haven't noticed any obvious ways for secret rooms to exist as of yet. What are we dealing with here? These just swap between those and those? No, these all just open or close the way of the queens. And it doesn't seem realistic to use these roaches for that. And the queens are all on force arrows, aren't they? Okay. So this is strictly, hey, move those golems to the north side, why don't you? I think that's what this is. That should be doable enough. Doesn't even, like, I don't even have to do all of them at once or anything. I don't even need all the golems. I can do this with one golem. You guys can just die already. I don't need you. Yeah, not too hard. Alright, that's the whole level. But I haven't really noticed anything that looked like a way to a secret room. No cracked walls there. Nothing there. Don't see it there either. I could just be missing something. I'll look more seriously later, I guess. Ah, so this is where they're building the golems. Technician! Is everything going well in here? Yes, sir. Production numbers have already reached the daily quota. Excellent. Everything is going according to plan. Now I must see if things are in order at the lower end. Yes, sir. Wait a second. What are you still doing here? Master, the gates have been shut. You're becoming quite a nuisance. Stay away from here. I'll go see if I can fix this problem. Yes, Master. Production, halt! Yeah, there were blue doors that were supposed to be letting the golems through. Whoops. In which Bithro accidentally sabotages the Empire without realizing it exists. I assume, at least. I've made a real mess of things. Well, I'm assuming the Empire, but it could very well be someone else with access to, I don't know, vat technology. I do find it interesting that watching the vats, Bithro announced this is where they're building the golems, when what they're actually doing is more like spawning them. I mean, they're just kind of climbing out of vats nonstop, by all appearances. I don't know. I wouldn't consider that to be building most of the time. Alright, so, I guess I'll go here next. There's a very clear theme of force arrows. We have encountered force arrows before. Well, I see a token, actually. So, rotator token time? Hall of Arrows by Pinnacle and Dwarfsmod. The jagged rock gave way to a smooth stone wall, leading into a chamber with a curious geometrical shape. This had to be part of the castle Bithro used, a fragment that had split off in the descent and lay embedded among the rocks like a scrap of cloak ripped and impaled by a briar patch. But what had this chamber once been? The only clue lay in a series of arrows painted on the floor. A dance hall, perhaps, where the lords and ladies had once shuffled about in an intricate web of interweaving lines. Now only the monsters remained, yet they were somehow still drawn to follow the paths marked out for them. Another movement in the never-ending dance of light and shadow. Okay. Alrighty. Nice garden theme. I'm really fond of the garden theme myself. What do these do? Okay. Do I need these buttons pressed? Probably. Looking at things, it seems I have a limited amount of spawns to get these buttons pressed. Okay. So if I don't do anything, then that will get pressed. Okay. So that's fine for one. If I do that, that doesn't help. Oh, maybe, hang on. Maybe it's, that's it. Okay. So I just need to do the same thing, but less. That's actually good enough. I think I can just go ahead and enter now, since the third one is free, more or less. Oh, wait. Okay, I shouldn't enter until I've actually finished them. Understood. Alright. I don't know how one walks into a garden and perceives it as a dance hall, but I'm not really worried about that. Here's a down arrow. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, casually alongside rotator tokens, we also have the toggling of arrows. What is this? Wait. Oh, those are broken walls, aren't they? Okay. So my goal is what? I don't think I can get back here if I go through that. Which means I have to somehow... Okay, I need to push that button, eventually. I guess. I'm just gonna charge through and try to understand the mechanism up here. what's the deal with this? Okay. I need a configuration of roaches that will not... Okay. So I just need the roaches to be arranged in a way that will not let them onto that pit. So why not just do this? Not completely sure that'll work, but it's worth a try. Yeah, okay, I see a problem with that. I guess the path just needs to be sufficiently convoluted. It doesn't matter if it has space for every single roach. Will that do it? I was starting to think that might have been overkill. But at the very least, it does work. I feel like I could have survived a more complicated path for Beaver to take than I did, than there is already with that configuration. Okay. I'm gonna take a guess that that scroll is a challenge scroll, and that it's instructing me to not use too many, or to not use any, rotator tokens. But my goal here is... push that, not this. Okay. So, what does this do? This opens that. This opens that. This makes that one available. The entire area to the east is only available if you have used a rotator token. I don't think it's possible to beat this without using at least one of them. So maybe I should consider using just one of them. Well, I guess I shouldn't be trying to complete a challenge without having any idea what it even is, right? So I'll just follow the flow of the room naturally for now. Feels like what I really want to accomplish is to close that door and get this guy stuck in the corner. So I'm gonna try to do that. I'm not actually sure why I want that, but I assume I do. I think it's because it lets me push this button. Okay. And from here, I absolutely have to unspin the arrows. So I guess I'll do that next. But yeah, I can go ahead and get rid of you. Fix the arrows. I don't want to do that, so now what? Yes. That can't be right. Must be at this point I want to push the arrow there. Not that. So... okay, yeah. Having pressed that, the only way that I actually have access to a rotator token is by pulling this guy over there. Then the only way I can get the other one, that one, out of that area. So I really don't want that situation. I would prefer if they not go in there. But I have to let that one out. Somehow. Guess I could... this. Is that good? Maybe. Yeah, that should let me clear the room. Then I can find out what exactly the challenge is. Oh. Oh, this is one of those, there's a leak here, but if you do it the intended way, you get the challenge. Okay. Whoops. I did the right thing by accident. Looks almost like a 9 to me. At least at a first glance it did. Right, so here... this... Alright. So I need both of those pressed at the same time. And then everybody can leave. I think. But nobody can leave until I've pressed those, I don't think. Or maybe, yeah, this might be a good thing. That might actually make this, yeah, okay. Okay, this is fairly straightforward and easy. Okay. What do we have here? Huh. Okay, this is a horde with constraints. The constraint is that Bithro or something has to be on one of these, or to be more precise, an odd number of these have to be occupied whenever it's turn 30. I don't know whether the even-odd parity is really necessarily meaningful to this room. I feel like you could make it a lot more meaningful if you really wanted to. I can imagine some kind of machine existing where the parity is determined differently from one spawn cycle to another or something. I was briefly worried that there might not be time to actually go kill this queen between one spawn cycle and the next, and there was some trick with needing to keep like a roach alive behind Bithro so he could go kill the queen and then kill the roach, but that didn't turn out to be necessary. Again, I think maybe Chapter 1 is too early to worry about that level of difficulty. Or, I don't know. Could be. Something like that is waiting for me elsewhere. So... what is all this? Looks like I need... okay. 1, I need the queen to stay alive for now, while I 2, press these and rotate the arrows. Then 3, hit the conquer token, push this button to get out, then kill the queen. So... ultimately this means I need to do some sort of manipulation to keep the queen happy while I can push the token. Okay, this was remarkably easy, actually. Okay. Well, that was that. Next. What is this? What is this effect? I can't actually see what this is affecting. Oh. Okay. This closes the... so I'm not allowed to not have something on this plate ever. Okay. But, the roach is directly in my way. Do I miss something? Like, if I try to enter the room in any way whatsoever, this roach will come off the button. Yeah, it doesn't matter what I do. There's no way to actually start the room. The roach will get off the button no matter where I move to. And... what? Oh wait, do I just kill it? Okay. I just kill it. That's all I have to do. And then I need to let the other roach in to have any hope of achieving anything, I guess. Okay. Sometimes the solution is just kill the roach dummy. Okay, that was not that hard. I just got stuck on literally the first step. And briefly on a couple of later steps. Okay. So that set of moves are forced. Now it's which way do I go next? I could go this way. That gets me stuck, so don't go that way. Could go this way. Okay, that's oh wait, I'm not done actually. That goes wrong. Okay. Alright, so my goal is actually more complicated than just get through this little maze area. Let me try to think about what it is that I need. The only way for these is if this one's this way, this one's this way. They're off by 90 degrees. So if this one was east, that one would be north. That would be no good. If this one was southeast, this one would be northeast. That's still no good. So if this one was south, that one would be that way. Okay, so one of them has to be facing south. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I need to make 3 total changes from the initial configuration in the same direction. So I'm currently at, let's say, +3. Then this is either +4 or -2, I guess. So there are not enough greens, so I actually have to push 4 reds from this configuration. So I should consider myself to be at 4 and need to make it 0. So 3, 2, 1, 0. There we go. Just have to think about it the right way, I guess. As bizarre of a way of thinking about it as that was that I was doing. Okay. And this is a direction I haven't been in. Oh boy. Alright. I don't think this is gonna work. Should I try to press all of them? That's not gonna work. This? Not gonna work. This? Maybe? I can get up to the north. And almost press that one, but not quite. Actually, I can do it this way. So if I were to press this, then I might be stuck. This is absolutely not something I'm used to thinking about necessarily. Exactly what way things will become after pressing an arrow token. I should be able to exit if I do that. Right? Oh, but I can't do that. That's the problem. This will work. I feel like the trick has to be to press one of them twice, like once at the beginning and once a little bit later to undo it, and then possibly a third time to redo it. I'm just not sure which one, or how. So that won't work. I can't press that 1 second. From here I can only press one of these two, but this one leads to a dead end. This one then gives me the option of those three. Redoing this one doesn't really give me any improvements. I still can't go north. Hitting this one makes it impossible to hit anything but that one, and then I'm stuck. So maybe hitting the top right one first is not the right answer. If I hit this one first, then the only one I can get to is this one. And the only one I can get to is this one, and I'm stuck. Right? If I hit this one first, there is absolutely no way to go anywhere. So, okay, top right first, then I can only hit one of these two. This one, then I have these two options. That's a dead end. Well, not quite, I could do that. Which one is a dead end? That's a dead end. So I actually have to go this way if I've done this. From here I could go there and instantly get stuck. Or I can go there and be slightly less instantly stuck. Because no matter what, I can't do this as the last one. So that can't be the right one to hit first. Hitting the top right one first means that I get stuck. So hitting the middle one first, I can't hit the top right one anymore. I can't hit the lower left one. I can only hit this one. And then I can only hit this one. And then I'm stuck. So I can't hit that one first either. But if I hit this one first, then I'm just instantly stuck. So all three available options don't work? I must be missing something. I think this is the last room in the level for me, isn't it? Yeah. No, yeah. So... wait, what's going on with the exit path? that's the real exit. But this also seems somehow relevant. I think that's something that might lead to a secret room, but I'm not going to worry about that. The main problem is, then, this is the only obstruction to me finishing this level, and it just seems to be broken. Well, not broken, but I can't see a solution to it. Because no matter which order I try to do these in, I wind up stuck. I mean, there must be something I'm missing, but I don't see what it could be. This feels like it should be awfully easy, like it should be something that one would stumble into the right answer by way of trial and error, because there's only so many options to even pick in the first place. Is that what I needed to do? And then just find a way to exit? Could be. I'm still not sure I'll find a way to exit, but I can try from here at least. Yeah, okay. Okay, I was overcomplicating it. I needed to actually prioritize killing the roach and then think about just exiting. Alright, so let's try to figure this out. I think this is actually straightforward, isn't it? Yeah, I just push the arrows that were part of this puzzle, and I can wander into this area that I thought was the exit path. And this does not lead to a secret room. This leads to something else entirely. Deep Hall of Arrows. Bethro had visited Castle Dugan on numerous occasions, but only on his way to and from the dungeons, or else to negotiate his pay in a small office tucked away in a corner, so that the grandees of Dugandy could sweep in and out without having to bother about anything so sordid as the presence of a Smite-master in the castle. Even so, he knew one thing about these grand ballrooms. There was never just one. You always had to keep a spare handy for when the chandelier fell down, or cracks appeared in the skirting board, or the princess's pet Webba got loose and went on a rampage. No matter what, the dance had to go on. Huh. Interesting. Alright, well, should I do this now? I guess I'll look into it at least. Alright, deep arrows. Let's just see what happens. I don't know, should I go all the way through this or just consider it, let's look at... I mean, I guess I did just do things with arrows, so maybe I'm warmed up for it. Also, is this literally just hard mode versions of the rooms I just did? I feel like I understood the trick for this room, or for the mirror, you know, the light side mirror of this room, pretty well. What's the deal here? Looks like I only have 2 spawns to work with, too. Okay, what's this do? Oh, that's just don't go that way. Alright. So... Yeah. That wasn't too hard. Alright, so that's this room. Let's go see the next one. Okay, here's the hard mode version of this room. My goal is actually to drop all the trapdoors this time, which is a very different goal from the one that we had before. So, no guarantees here. So I need to be able to exit that one. That should work. That won't work. Okay, I need to do something else with that. Maybe I can just press it now? No way. What if I go this way first? Yeah, alright. No. Yes. There we go. Is it for that? You know, I mean, that was technically harder, but I also didn't have as much difficulty parsing what to do there. Or I guess I didn't really actually work to parse what to do, I just kind of did it. That was easier for my style of just poking in and trying things until something works. I think it is strictly harder if you try to analyze it, but I found that maybe, I don't know, quicker if not easier. Alright, so this room's goal is basically the same, but now you have to put the roach in an impossible looking position. Or not the roach, but you need to go to an impossible looking position at the end. So this should be interesting. I think I want all of these to be red. So I think the first step is identical, isn't it? And then it's manipulating the roach that's really hard, probably. Okay. So is the trick that you need to keep the roach at a long distance? Or maybe the trick is to somehow make the roach trapped. That's it. That's not so bad. I can do that. That's a nice trick. I just need to finish up the room, which I think just means... Actually, do I even need to do that? I can let the roach free and then pull him along like before, right? Something like that. Maybe. I don't know about that. No, I think I just need to press the arrow rotator tokens in the right order now. It might be easiest if I actually do this. That's a step backwards. Maybe? Do I want them to all be green, or... Actually, what do I want here? Isn't this the configuration I need? Why am I making this harder for myself? Yeah, this just goes straight out. Okay. That wasn't so bad. Alright, what about this one? We basically don't have the wall that we did before, but we do have more force arrows to contend with. And more tokens to use. And there's space where the queen could be made to spawn something. Is that all I have to do? just make her spawn? It might be more to it than that. Actually, how many rotations do I need? I guess I need at least 3. Or more like exactly 3? Okay, wait. All the rotations are clockwise, are rightwise. Which means... yeah, I have to hit all 4. Okay. Don't wander into the wrong place. Okay, not like that. This, maybe? And then... that, but with the correct timing. There we go. It's not so bad, I guess. I don't know, I feel like I have a significant advantage because I played the original versions of these rooms, so I know to some extent what their point is. Not necessarily entirely, but to some extent I know what their point is. Okay, so these will... what, let each other out one by one? Yeah. The presence of tunnels makes manipulating things feel a little easier, if anything. Like, not trivial, but easier. I see. There is a big risk of just undoing your own progress in this configuration of events. Also, there's a little bit of funkiness with how these tunnels are built, which is interesting. Yeah, there's no way to go directly instantly east there. That's kind of a problem. Maybe. Yeah, I'm not clear on how you could ever pin one there, with the other two being anywhere useful. There's no way to keep a roach in the northeast corner at all. Like, there's nothing that would do that for me. That works. Alright, now I just let these 3 out, and I'll be done. The fact that that one doesn't go east-west is just kind of annoying. Oh, enjoy your dinner. Right? Very nice. Next. Oh, is this going to have the kind of problems that I was thinking of before? I wonder. Maybe not. It looks like there's just more queens. The spacing doesn't look worse as far as getting from here to there. In fact, let me test it right now just so I can check my assumptions. But I think when I'm through, turning in the final solution is the same as before. So, I just need to deal with slightly more roaches. mean, that's maybe understating the problem, but that is kind of true. Ah, now the odd number matters. Yeah? Now why is that not good enough? But it seems that as soon as I'm rid of one more pane, this will just convert into the previous room. Not that that's necessarily easy to achieve or anything, but... No, I wasn't going to do it. Okay, let's try... Alright, that should be a little better. Maybe not. I just cannot make it in time like that. Okay, this should be well positioned. Yeah, there we go. I think that's the hard part of the room just about done. Because now there's as many roaches as there were at the beginning of the original version, or of the light side version also. I think that's unwise. Actually, I have plenty of time. Why don't I just go here? Yeah, that'll work. As horde rooms go, this is one of those where it gets easier and you can be sloppier the farther along you get as far as progress goes. Maybe not that simple, though. Oh, wait. I wanted to not press that button. Let's not press that button. Here we go. I guess I'll try and complete the south side first. So let's do the room that brought me pain before. Why don't we? Is that not... Okay, it's a little hard to see in this lighting, but that is a red door. And... is that the only trapdoor right there? I could be wrong, but I think it is. I don't know. I want to test whether that's the only trapdoor. The only way I can think of to test that is to go stepwise. It is. Okay. That is the only trapdoor. So, off of the solution to the light mode version of the room, I have a sensation that perhaps I shouldn't try to press all the arrows until I've already killed the roach on the south side. Killing the roach on the south side lets me do that, and then I'm stuck there. So I don't think that's it. No, I think this is the right way for things to be turned. That, or maybe I should twist it an extra step and try to make that work. No, there's no way this will work. Yeah, there's a bit of a problem with the lighting here, where it's making it particularly hard for me to tell what's green and what's red. And yeah, I can also just tell by the direction that the arrow is on the token itself, but this is still kind of annoying to work with. I think this should solve it, right? As long as I can get back up somehow from here. Should be good. That's no good. I'm probably having difficulty with the easy part at this point. Or perhaps there's some time during the earlier part of the room when I should have gone ahead and taken care of the South Roach. Also very plausible. totally overthinking something. Yeah, okay, getting both of them earlier is definitely better, I think. Okay. That's the bottom half, so I guess I'll go do the top half. Up here, we've got blue door. Alright, what's this? Yes, okay. This was originally... Okay. So this was originally about being a roach maze in a light world, so here in the dark world it's about being a roach queen maze. And you could spawn roaches to make it easier for yourself, but the challenge says not to. Fair enough, I guess I'll try not to. That means the queen has to go push all the buttons for herself, which is fine and all. So step 1, I guess, is to unlock one of these arrow rotator tokens. No, I can't actually... Oh, that's a permanent unlock, actually. That's kind of nice. I say, not knowing for sure what's going to happen. I feel like this has been also horizontally mirrored compared to what I previously experienced as well. Alright, so I think if I press this... Oh! Okay, I said permanent, but what I meant was you get it unlocked and then you can press it one time and then you have to leave. Fine. Fine. I should still be able to press that button, which is what I need to press for whatever reason. I don't want that. Do I want that? Maybe? I don't know. I do need to let the queen out of here, so I need to press this again. And then what? Oh, don't do that. I guess, oh my gosh, stop that. Can't I just do this? Not exactly. But... could I have started with trying to press that button? This button right here. Let's try that. Is it possible to make the queen press the other two buttons first before sending her to the It's actually very easy to make the queen press that button. Is that useful? Maybe. But then there's no avoiding having to go up that way. Well, I guess I could do this, actually. Then... Well, it needs to go in there at some point anyway, right? I'll do that. Hello there. Feels like the only way I could accomplish the challenge is by managing to close this door. Maybe. But I don't see how I could do that. Maybe this. Then I have to be... No, that can't be right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying it because it feels like it should be the right way to do the room in some sense. Like it feels like, I don't know, to me spawning roaches inside feels like a slight exploit that was allowed to make the room a little less of a pain. But it feels like it should be doable to beat this room without spawning anything. I might have just cracked it because I did manage to get that door closed. And that was what I was thinking was necessary. So let's see how this works out. So I think I need to get both of these arrows available. Then press one of them. Well, this is the one that I can reopen whenever I want, so I'm going to press the other one. And hope that's right. I'll just come back and try that one again if that's not right. Okay. That's what I needed. Okay. Yeah, that should do it for me. Now just send you up, back down again. I don't think I'll be penalized if it spawns now. Okay, great. Great. Next. Okay, I was saying, when I solved the light side version of this room, I was saying that the convoluted path that I happened to choose to make seemed like it could have handled Beethro taking a longer path. So I guess it's time to try to put that thought to the test. Let's see whether or not I can construct something similar again that will work. Press that, do this, and not sure this is as good as what I did last time, but we'll see. Funny. So, that's not very different from them just being open, as far as I can tell. It might be slightly more helpful than them just being open, but I'm not sure about that. Is this gonna do it? I don't think so. Maybe if I'd opened up that top left corner on my way in. I'm doubtful that would be good enough, actually. Maybe I just need to go all the way up. And then make my way down. Yeah, I don't know. This certainly doesn't work. How did that guy get there? I guess he never actually entered the maze area at all. Alright. It can't possibly be this simple, can it? No, there's no way this is it. This is going to break immediately. Yeah, this is worse, so that can't be it. But I feel like there has to be some balance between making the path winding enough and leaving some holes for roaches to get stuck in. Or maybe it's just making the path sufficiently winding and I haven't managed it yet. I have this feeling that I've got this, like I could solve this if I could somehow combine the path I have now with something that would, like, keep the roaches north instead of letting them come back down again. Or I don't know, maybe I need to make some kind of a pocket that when the arrows are facing the other way, the roaches will get stuck in and be unable to leave. Maybe that's what I should try to do. So imagine the arrows are facing southwest. Then any roach that is west wall to its north would be unable to do anything. But this configuration of arrows makes that kind of impossible to create. Right? That'll keep like 3 of them, but that's not really enough. This will hang on to some more. Let's just see how this works out. Maybe? This is closer to being right, I think. Well, I need a better way I need to use the space more efficiently to make more traps like that. Enough space of traps-wise for more roaches to be stuck in. That's what I think would work. Trying to use the path they want to take against them. Maybe if I open this up a little bit more, this might work. Maybe. Like that. Because I kind of need them to get stuck a little bit to begin with. And then not go too far south. No, okay. There's still problems with this design. This is closer, though, I think. What if I let them come up here from there? Will that help? I don't know about that. Did I do it? I feel like if this is doing it, then I could have done it with a much simpler shape. Yeah, I guess that did it. Okay. Well, I'm not one to complain if my solution happens to work. Usually. Hooray! Exit level! Alright, my first optional level beaten. And for it, I wound up at the entrance to the Deep Hall of Arrows, apparently. What is that? It just says floor, so... Found a mysterious green token. Perhaps it might be useful somewhere. Alright, but oh, I guess we could have actually gone here all along and I didn't know it. But I didn't actually go turn in credit for beating the main Hall of Arrows, and also there's still something that bothers me about that. So hang on. Yep, I had a suspicion of that. So back in the regular hall, yeah, there's clearly another path over there. That was what I was thinking I would be going to when I went and did this to unlock the secret level. But actually... I can't get into that pathway from here. No? Is there another way in there? Not that I can tell. Surely there's no broken walls that would break that puzzle. So if I were to go in here, then leave the main entrance, it takes me here. But if I go here and take the exit level exit, then it takes me here, then this goes back here. Okay, that all makes sense. I'm just confused about that one pathway. Because the pathway appeared to be one that would loop with this as part of it, but it's not. It's a completely different, separate pathway. Maybe that leads to a secret room? I mean, not that I'm looking for more difficult arrow-based puzzles, but it still seems suspicious that there's a blue door gate right there. There's arrows that say go this way, and there's something here. It looks like this should be a way to get to a room, but I don't know how to use it. I guess when I do secret cleanup later, I'll see if I can figure it out. I won't fret about it too much for now. Okay, well, let's get credit for completing the regular Hall of Errands, why don't we? Yay. And this also has another way out, which leads to the breeding grounds. Okay. Did I actually not notice some entrances that I could have noticed when I was wandering around the first time? Wandering around the hub? Plausible. Doesn't look like there's a way to get south of here. So maybe it was actually 5 levels, but really 6, and I thought it was 4 levels, but then found out it was really 5. I think that's my best guess. Okay, I'm gonna go poke at the inventory for a minute, I think. Where is that? It's back to the west, isn't it? Yeah. 1 of 8 colored tokens. You can see it glowing right there. Very nice. And yeah, once again, excellent use of scripting to change text. Alright, I've been at this for about 2 hours. I don't want to overdo it on any particular weekend. I feel like this is a really good stopping place because not only did I beat 2 regular levels and to their completion, but I also beat a secret level to its completion. Albeit not as hard a secret level, I think, as the, whatever it was called. As the Pyramid Zone. So I think I'm going to call it a night. I think what I'm going to do is go set myself up to go to the breeding grounds and plan to do that level first next time. There's not a checkpoint. Oh, yes there is. There's a checkpoint in this room. I'm making an assumption that I can't clear this room yet. No, I can't reach the roach queens yet, so I'm going to stop off right here. Okay, with a name like Breeding Grounds, this is either an advanced Roach Queen level or a seeding beacon-based level, and I don't know which one it's going to be, but the presence of queens in the You Cleared the Level room suggests Roach Queens. And maybe Horde rooms. Anyway, for now, I think I'm going to call it a day, and I should be back and doing this again next time. About 2 hours feels like a good balance for me most of the time if I'm not feeling too much like I want to keep going beyond that. Anyway. Alright, so you all have a good evening or whatever time of day it is. See you next time.